All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our first post um, Kickstarter playthrough of Sentience. We're going to be running through the streets at night. And I'm excited to have a bunch of backers and actually people that worked on the project here with us to play through for the first time. We are recording this. It'll be put out on a couple of different channels, and we'll make sure to link to all channels in all comment sections for you. But I'm going to first uh, introduce you to the characters that are being played here, and then the people playing them will get an opportunity to introduce themselves. So first, Rasputine, please introduce yourself and your character, and how did you hear about Sentience?
Hello, Adrian from Dungeon and Dyslexia. I'm playing Rasputine, which is an architecture droid that's quite interested in construct program for construction, gravity metrics, metallurgy, robotics, and vehicles. Heard about the Kickstarter actually through Kickstarter. I was just trolling through Kickstarter one day, looked at it and thought, actually, this looks interesting. Did a video on it, then we started talking, backed it, and that was it. It's all go from there, really.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see how Rasputin plays out on this one. All right, and let's see, who do we want to do next? Saint, you want to
All
introduce
right,
yourself?
sure. I am Saint. I am a robot that actually believes in God. My name is Troy Mepyans. I am the one of the writers on the game. Had so much fun with this over the last couple of years. Been amazing to watch, and can't wait to play Saint again.
Awesome. Yeah. Saint was actually Troy's first design in the very first playtest that we ever did for this game. And so we kept the character in. So that's pretty exciting. All right. Let's move to Zippity Zed.
Hello, my name is Artermyss, but you can call me Artie. Today I'm going to be playing Zippity Zed, who's, from what I can see, a bit of a communications analyst type droid. Definitely focusing on communications and keeping an eye on what's going on. How did I find Sentience? So much like Adrian, looking at Kickstarter, and it came up as a recommendation. Read the campaign page, and I thought, this sounds like the kind of story that'll grab me. Backed, and here we are today.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm excited to get through this session with you all. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I believe that we settled on Viola for our sixth team member, correct?
I'm Last-Socratic, and I will be playing
Viola, the recycler droid.
Awesome. How did you hear about Sentience, Socratic?
I don't remember, but if I had to guess, probably either the Modiphius newsletter or following somebody on Kickstarter that backed the project.
Awesome. Yeah, it was so awesome that Modiphius was willing to put us in their newsletter. We're going to actually put in a request to do the pre-order store through their newsletter as well this week. So hopefully, fingers
Ooh,
crossed,
nice.
they'll let us do that as well. All right, Flashover.
Yeah, hi. I'm SimonTCat, and I'll be playing Flashover, who appears to be he's a firefighter droid, and he's from Chicago. He's talking about the bears, and he really wants to make sure that everybody stays safe here during the fire season. And I'm here to basically engage all of you on use guys. Make sure you don't crowd the bowling alley, and have any fire safety code problems there.
Where did you hear about Sentience?
I don't know. It was probably the last day that I was on Facebook before the dark times.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go Facebook, or Al visited my house in a drunken stupor that said, "Please back me."
Probably both, actually.
I would say both. I think one makes a better story than the other, so I'll go with the story.
Awesome. All right, and last but certainly not least, Dorin Dow.
Hello, I'm Bill from the Final Frontiersmen. I'm reprising Dorin Dow because I just enjoyed playing the character the first time we got to do Sentience on the channel. Dorin is an assembler droid. He does enjoy repairing and cleaning things a lot, but I think his two most impressive features are he's into juggling, which makes sense considering his arms, but what might blow you away is he's also very good at tap dancing, which, considering the fact he has no legs or feet, it's quite something to behold when he does it. As far as when I heard of Sentience, it was definitely just through all the social media with Star Trek Adventures and hearing about the World Builders 2d20. Al was coming out with his. Troy, you had yours, and like just reading all the information coming out, and all about robots, AI, and a very unique concept. It hooked me immediately. That's right up my alley, and I've been following it ever since.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna just quickly go over the brief overview of what Sentience is. Basically, there were a bunch of robots that were sent to terraform a planet alongside humanity. A terrible event happened. The robots landed on a planet they weren't intended to land on, and as they still began terraforming the planet, a bunch of the robots gained sentience. Nobody knows why. Nobody's been able to repeat it. But these robots all of a sudden have awakened. And since the awakening, we're about 4 years after the awakening. The robots have started to like experience and experiment with different aspects of humanity. So, for example, like our our group of robots are going to start currently right at a bowling alley, which is a fairly new thing here in the city of New Dawn. And essentially, it's Randolph. Randolph is a robot who said, "I fancy. I want to figure out why the humans loved bowling so much." So Randolph opened up a bowling alley. This is the third weekend, and you're there in the evening, getting ready for rockin' bowling. So the lights are off, the black lights are on, the walls are all glowing, and LEDs are lit up behind where the pins are, and so on and so forth. So the six of you, I'm going to assume, have already met and are at least friendly with each other and have decided to go bowling together, just because we don't have a huge amount of time to create backstory. So you're all sitting in an alley at the same lane. Who's going to go first?
Shall I go? Shall I go?
fine.
This is our second or third week being here, isn't it? It's been open for 3 weeks. I've managed to gutter ball everything that I've ever done, and I've still not, as a destruction droid, I've still not managed to actually get a single pin down because I can't get my massive fingers in the holes. So I'm going to give it a go.
All right. So this is going to be an operating task, and if you've been struggling to get your fingers in the holes, how are you feeling about that right now?
Pretty sad. I'm trying to decide whether I use my hammer to make larger holes in the balls, or whether to actually play with the rails up. But my pride won't let me, so I'm just going to give it a go. And I'm hoping just to get at least one down for the first time ever.
Yes. So you're gonna do a. This is sadness plus operating task. It is difficulty 0. And then we're gonna roll some challenge dice, see how many you knock down.
Okay, so is that's just 2d20 then, isn't it? And sadness being my worst stat, which is probably why I'm appalling at this.
Yep.
So I rolled a 14 and a 14, so I just carry on as badly as I've ever been.
So luckily though, it is difficulty 0. So you still have an opportunity to knock down some dice. So if you hop over to the dice roller and roll me 10d6, you'll see how many dice you actually knock down.
Okay. Can anyone just hear that constant typing?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm afraid you may have to drop the gain slightly more on your Socratic.
Sorry, was it 10d6? I couldn't quite hear you, Al.
There are 10 pins.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So for each 1, 2, 5, or 6, the dice would be knocked down. So most Modiphius games use these proprietary D6s, which are fine. But essentially, a 1 would knock down 1 pin, a 2 would knock down 2 pins, and a 5 and a 6 will each knock down a pin. The 3 and 4s do not knock down any pins at all.
Okay, the most it'll let me put is 8 dice into the box looking at it.
All right, so do 8 and then
a 2, yeah.
And then 2. All right, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have knocked down 8 pins on this task.
Wow.
Yay.
I've been secretly practicing in the week, but don't let the other robots know.
So you do get one more chance to try to knock this down. So give me another difficulty 0. Let's do. Are you happy now, or are you still sad?
I'm
Because you knocked-
ecstatic. It's all worked out for me.
All right, so probably joy now,
Okay, so that's an 8 on
or it
there.
could be pride, I suppose. You could be proud of yourself as well.
Oh, I'm definitely proud. Yeah, let's go with pride.
All right, so go ahead and roll your 2d20. Looks like you got a 14, which is no good, right?
Yep.
But a 2 is good. You have generated 1 momentum. You also get to roll 2d6 to see if you knock down either of these pins. So that 2 knocks them both down. All right, awesome. You have a spare. Nice job. All right.
If my face could show it, I'd be over the moon.
This is great. And you generated 1 momentum for the pool, so we're going to bank that to maybe come into play a little bit later. Would anyone else like to try knocking down some pins? We probably don't have time for all 6 of you to do it. If we were playing at home, I would absolutely have everybody go around and see how it goes. But does anybody here want to try knocking down some pins? I mean, I personally would love to see how Zippity Zed does it without hands.
Yeah, I want to see Saint. You can do this. You can do this.
Yeah, I think all of us like sit around and clap for him.
So I've given this the teeny tiniest bit of thought, and I think Zippity Zed would look at the others and kind of ask someone to put the bowling ball on the floor, close to the line, and they do a little reverse on his little scuttling feet, and just run at the ball and try and sort of push it down the lane.
So
I can see Saint sitting there like holding a punt or a field goal.
Yeah.
So based off your description of how you're going to do this, Zippity, instead of operating, I think this might actually be a move test. It's like if you want it to be, like you're trying to move around to try to use your body to kick it. I would still let you use operate as well if that's better for you.
To be honest, operating and moving, both exactly the same. So
all right,
we can go either or.
And how's Zippity feeling about this?
I think being around people with doing something new, they're definitely playing up to the curiosity of trying something new. I think they're just feeling pure ecstatic joy. They're around great friends. They're around amazing people. Yeah.
So your joy plus operating is what total?
So joy is 12.
Yes.
Operating and moving are both 2. So we're looking at a 14.
Yep. So you're rolling 2d20. And you get a 14 or less to generate some momentum here.
17 no good, but the 8 is good.
Awesome. So that generates 1 momentum. And you can roll your 10d6. I guess you got to do 8 and then 2 in the dice roller to see how many pins you knock down.
So there's the 8. Let's throw in another 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have knocked down 7 pins.
Wow.
Yeah. Why don't you give me the joy plus moving again with 2d20 to see if you can generate 1 more momentum or 2 more momentum, and see if you can knock these down and get us. All right. I see a 4 and a 20. Oh, dear.
Oh,
All
dear.
right. Well, here's the good news. You generate a momentum, okay? But you've also rolled a complication. So go ahead and roll your 3d6 because that's how many pins are left. And I see.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I see. So the 5 is 1 getting knocked down. So I am going to apply the complication to that and say that you got a gutter ball and you didn't knock any of those pins down, unfortunately.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, they're still happy with how it worked.
Yes. So, so the night goes on. Music's playing, in the background. The place is packed. By the way, there's lots of people, and then it starts getting towards, closing time. They play the final song. Dorin, what do you think the final song would be to let everyone know it's time to leave the premises?
I think they have Old Lang Syne playing for some reason.
Okay, all right. Uh, and so people start winding down. They're turning their balls back in, and you're all like laughing, having a grand time. And you're one of the last groups to kind of get out of there because your alley was way down at the end. And as you you turn in all of your supplies. As you head out into the parking lot, you hear some loud crashing. And a lot of people have already like made their way off the premises and whatnot. Um, but you step into the evening ear and hear the smashing of metal. Just beyond a row of vehicles, you see 3 robots holding pipes, looking down at the ground. One of them says, "Big J sends his regard." And then the 3 robots turn and start moving toward their vehicle. They hop in and they take off.
They
What
were
would you like to
beating on
do?
another robot.
You don't know. You like they were standing over looking at something on the ground, holding pipes.
Mhm.
We'll say there's a couple of like a big trash receptacle in the way, and you can't really see what they were standing over. But one of them did say, "Big J sends his regards."
Yeah, this sounds like a job. This sounds like somebody's doing it the Chicago way.
So what do you guys?
Over.
How do you
Gonna
guys
rush
respond
over.
to this?
Sorry.
You gonna rush
Right.
over? Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I immediately, just instinctively, I will go right to that source of trouble.
And Doran thinks
All right,
something's
so-
broken, so he definitely wants to see what he can fix.
You see, as you come around the trash receptacle and a couple of vehicles that were there, you see lying on the ground with sparks kind of spraying out and a little bit of like uh, hydraulic fluid leaking out. You see the owner of the bowling alley. This is Randolph. Randolph has one arm severed off at the elbow and the other one severed off at the shoulder on the ground next to him. And his eyes are kind of flashing and he is in pretty bad shape.
Doran's not really a talkative type, so he's just gonna run over and just start trying his best repairing on the damage, because that's kind of what he does.
Absolutely. I'll get to that in just a moment. Anyone else want to do anything?
As the vehicle started, gone.
So the three bots that like presumably beat Randolph down have already gotten into a vehicle and taken off.
They've already left. Okay.
Could I
But if
assist using team synergistics? My focus.
To do what?
Basically assist in helping Miss Random. Just like a one die assist.
There's no dice being rolled yet, so nobody has declared what their actions are yet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what we got to figure out first. So what do people want to do?
Yeah, I was gonna stop I was gonna plug some holes.
So you want to try to essentially stabilize. So in this game, the way that life works is, or damage, I should say, is you have what is called charge, and charge is how much battery or drain, how much battery life you
Right.
have.
Yeah.
If you suffer too much drain from a single attack, you then suffer a damage. took 3 damages and you're removed from a scene. Randolph has 2 damages, 1 arm off and the other arm off. Okay, so Randolph is still there, like sentient, still aware. You know, just missing a couple of arms. Just to clarify that.
Okay. Yeah, if we want to coordinate to make sure we both don't work on the same arm, that would probably be a good idea.
And Dorin, you would recognize that these arms are completely severed, and it will take several hours for you to get these repaired. You think you could do it, but it'll take some time.
Okay. I know I'm not going to get it done now. It's just Dorin knows that he was not enjoying himself at the bowling alley since he's not a social guy. So just seeing something broken there, he finally thinks, alas, tonight I'm having some fun. So he's just going to play around with superficial repairs. I don't know if the owner, what was his name again?
Randolph.
I don't know if Randolph is trying to talk to him or someone else in the party, but he just wants to start like putting bits back on just to clean it up, make it look presentable.
Well, Randolph does start thanking you for that, and I'll give you a task for that in just a moment too, to kind of patch him up. It's just an aid task, which will help him recover some drain. Artermyss, while this is going on, I'm going to have you give me a let's have it be an observing task, as these folks are focusing on the Randolph. I want you to kind of make an observing task. This is difficulty 0, and how do you feel right now?
I think given seeing Randolph as being attacked for presumably at this point no reason or no known reason, probably pretty fearful.
Okay.
They might come back and attack everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So fear plus observing.
Fear plus observing 8 as it comes to 10.
So difficulty 0. So that's that. So you're gonna succeed at this, but you could potentially learn more information depending on how well you roll. All right.
That's a 4 and a 7. That's not too bad.
2 successes. All right. So you've generated 2 momentum. Before I put those in the bank, I want to give you a little bit of information. Okay. So the first thing that you notice right away is on a large pole nearby, there is a full camera like focused right down on this area. It's about 15 feet in the air. So that is what you get from succeeding at your task. Now you have 2 bonus momentum. You can either bank these or you can use them to learn more information about the scene. Which would you like to do?
Oh, what a choice. I think learning about the scene is going to be important to this investigation, and I do like it in investigation.
So the way it works is each momentum you spend, you can learn 1 more fact about the scene, or you can ask me a question. I can tell you I have 1 additional bit of information that I can give you on this, but if you have another question, you can also spend momentum to ask that.
I think learning 1 additional fact is a good idea, and then we'll bank the second one.
Sounds good. Just beyond where Randolph is laying, and like you can almost see like Randolph was like the way that his arms are, it almost looks like he was reaching towards this vehicle that is like it's parked just off to the side, and you'll see that the hood is looks like it's been pried open and sticking up.
Interesting.
And this is the vehicle. I'm putting it in our chat.
Oh, no, that looks
and
cool.
that front hood is lifted up. So let's go back to Dorin. Dorin, you are repairing. It sounds like you've got Flashover and Saint assisting.
Okay.
So this is going to be difficulty 2.
Okay.
Emotion plus operating. What emotion are you going to use?
Oh, it's joy right now. I've been waiting for something like this.
All right.
I'm
so
not really even
difficulty
concerned
2
with going around there, so it's just 2 dice right now. How much momentum do we have?
4.
We have 4 right now. Would anyone mind if I use one to buy an extra die?
Oh, go for it.
Nope.
Okay.
Please do.
Oh, and I also have repair as a program, so would that apply?
That increases your crit range. Yep.
All right, then that is joy 8, and I'm sorry, what did you say the protocol was?
Operating.
I'm sorry. So 8 and operating 1, so that's 9. So it's not too good, but we're gonna see what happens. Here we go. Oh, 3 misses in a row. Look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that means that assists can't happen either. So,
Right.
so yeah, these repairs are like it can be fixed. It's just going to take a lot more time than sitting here in the parking lot trying to do it. Like you see like multiple different hydraulic lines severed. You see like multiple different electrical wires severed, and you're like, this is a brutal assault.
With
Yeah,
a little
that's
bit,
gonna need more than duct tape. Sorry.
Yes.
with probably a little bit too much positivity, Dorin says, "It looks like I'm going to be working on this for quite a while."
As that happens, Rasputine, and Viola, Randolph kind of looks at you and like catches your eyes, and he said, "It was the Hollows gang. They jumped me when I was bringing the trash out."
And any idea why they did this to you?
Yeah. So I announced that I'd be racing against Big J tonight in the pole position race in 2 hours, actually. I used to work for Big J, but that ended when I crashed one of his cars. And I saw them take something from my car. I fear it was the secret weapon that I created.
Which was, I've got to ask.
Well, it's a secret.
It's a quantum state plasma injector that allows for massive speed bursts on the straightaways. I was going to use it to defeat Big J and embarrass him in front of all of his people.
Oh, it sounds like...
I'm sick of him bullying all the people of the Hollows into following his lead.
Is this somebody that most of us have heard of, or just some of us?
You can give me a difficulty 0 analyzing task.
Okay.
To find out more information.
All of us, or
I mean, somebody can, and then somebody can assist.
I'll
if you
do
want.
fear and analyzing, because this
Do you want
guy
me to-
sounds really scary.
Shall I assist because I'm with you? I guess.
Sure.
Sounds
Well,
like a
we're all
plan.
there, aren't we? Because the medics are there as well, aren't they? So
Yeah, the medics probably aren't going to be searching databases to figure out who Big J is, though.
okay.
Anybody who's working on that probably.
Yeah.
So Saint, I'm going to say that you were going to assist on that. So let's have Viola, and or Rasputine to do this kind of search the internet for who this guy is.
I'm all about breaking things up, and demolishing. So if you want to have a look, Troy.
All right. Let's see here. I'm thinking fear, analyzing, and insight, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So am I assisting or am I leading?
You're leading.
Okay.
It sounds like you're gonna have 2 assists.
All right. So that's 13 for me. That's 7 and an 18, so a single success.
So Flashover, you roll me 1d20, and Rasputine roll me 1d20 as well. You are assisting on this task.
Which task?
The searching the internet for who Big J is.
Oh, I was helping keep the guy from bleeding
that's
out,
right.
though.
That's right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so I'm down here saying you're gonna need more than duct tape for this today, bud.
Sorry, I meant Viola can roll 1d20. Viola was kind of.
I got an 8.
All right, so it looks like 3 successes total. All right, this is good.
Nice.
This is gonna be good to fill up your momentum. So, so the first bit of information you learn is that Big J is a maniacal robot who he is basically the leader of the Hollows gang, which the Hollows is a suburb of New Dawn, and
Mhm.
so he's pretty nasty. Uh, would you like to learn any more information, or would you like to bank the 3 momentum?
Learn more. Has
All right.
he always been this way, or glitch?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he kind of like capitalized post awakening and kind of like tried to secure this zone as his own and his
Mhm.
people's. Um, however, the big thing that you notice with your second bit of information is that you have found that he uses this old car repair um, shop, or this old vehicle repair shop where the trams for the city used to get repaired as like a
Mhm.
home base, and that is in the Hollows.
Oh, no.
You can find you
I,
got the address for it if you want it.
I think we need to go in and speak with him, and tell him that this isn't the way that this should be done.
Zippity Zed. Zippity Zed. You found this video camera that was apparently filming everything that was going on here. You want to try to
Yes.
access the information from it?
Oh, God, absolutely. Yeah, let's do a bit of hacking of the video feeds.
All right. So this is going to be, you can find a line to jack into, or you can try to do it remotely. But it is a difficulty 2, and we'll call this one a communicating task.
Oh,
So
my speciality.
Mhm.
difficulty 2. And what emotion are you feeling right now that you are getting a chance to hack into this video
I
feed?
think, given that this is kind of their jam, they like hacking into things. They like dealing with things like this. There's probably a bit of pride, a bit of joy, something around that angle. Oh, what are we thinking? Let's go with pride. I think they want to be useful.
So what is your pride plus communicating equal?
So pride of 8 plus communicating 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be a 13.
So 13. You
Nice.
currently start with 2 dice in your pool. You can purchase more dice if you'd like, because it is difficulty 2 to get to this information. So you have 5 momentum currently. If you wanted to add a 3rd dice to your pool, it would cost you 1 momentum. If you wanted to add a 4th dice to your pool, it would cost you a total of 3 momentum.
I think as long as people don't mind, I will spend 1 momentum to get 1 dice.
Sure.
Yep.
So 3 dice.
Can there be any assists on this, or?
You all are working on different
Okay.
things at this point.
Okay, I figured it was all simultaneous. So
Zippity Zed got 3 successes.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
Zippity Zed, do you have any
Wow.
programs that might apply to this?
If we're doing it, I suppose we've found a place to jack in, so frequencies maybe not, but there's definitely investigation that is a protocol I
Okay.
have.
I would say that you got 4 successes total then,
Nice.
which is great. So it's difficulty 2, which means you've generated 2 momentum. I'm not going to bank it just yet. I am going to give you some information, however. Okay. So the vehicle that these robots drove around to is registered to a robot by the name of I-9. Would you like to learn some more information?
Yes, a bit more information. Let's go.
All right. So for 1 more momentum, I can give you I-9's address. And it is in an apartment complex in the Hollows.
Interesting.
Would you like to bank the last momentum or ask another question?
Let's bank it. I'm good.
Okay. So you're back up to 5 momentum. And as you are finishing that up, Randolph looks up in like panic eyes and please, some of you, one of you, we need to be at that race in 2 hours. Could someone please take my car and race it for me? I can't even. I don't have arms to do it.
I've got it.
And then
I've got it. I'm all over this. I'm all over this. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
and he's like, thank you. It's like the keys are in the vehicle. You can take it with you now.
I've gone.
I will. I will be forever in your debt. And he kind of thanks you for starting to put his arms back together. That you've basically got them welded together, but they're not maneuverable as of yet. Essentially, so.
Randolph, just one thing.
Yeah.
The secret weapon they took from the car. Do you think we need it back to help us win?
Yes. Big J does not race fair.
Okay, I'm gonna get back out of the car, feeling a little bit sad now.
I mean, the car still works.
Yeah.
So take it wherever you want to go.
I think we have a mission to do before we get to the race.
Oh, I thought you already drove off and left us in a cloud of dust. From my impression, and then you backed up, and you just back up and says, "Oh, guys, oh wait a minute."
Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Yeah, we'll go that way.
Just one little scuttering leg standing near the car, just going, you might want to wait for the slow ones.
Yes, yeah. Getting back out the car, feeling a little bit embarrassed with how impetuous I was.
Oh, what do you all want to do next? Got kind of 2 different locations to investigate.
So, is a quick question. What are we doing with Randolph? Are we just strapping him in the front?
Randolph got up on his feet and was going to start walking back into the bowling alley.
Okay, so he's back. He's going back.
He can't use his arms right now, but he can get those repaired once the shop is closed down.
That's okay. Once he can give everybody shoes. There's shoes in this thing for some reason too.
Yep.
Is there like a bus that we can take? I mean, I don't know how far away are the hollows.
Got a car.
I mean, we have a car.
You've got a car.
Well, I know, but if we split up.
Yeah. So there is a whole tram network. Let me see if I can get you an image of it. Let me see if I can log in here and upload it here. So yeah, essentially, it is the entire city is filled with these tram lines, and they go all around the outskirts. I do not have a copy of that, so I will. But essentially, there are maglev trams that run all throughout the city, and they can get you there relatively quickly. The hollows, both locations that you need to go to are in the hollows, which is a known gangland, just so that we're clear.
So, you recommending we split up, or should we all go? Should we do the address first before we go to Big J? Or do we want to split up?
Yeah. I was exploring that option. Also, is there a fire department, or how does society work?
Yeah, there are emergency response teams.
Okay.
That can be notified just by accessing your HUD and essentially dialing 911. It's you just notify the emergency response teams that there's something that needs to be taken care of.
So, am I connected to that as a responder, or am I not part of that? I'm angling for. I want a fire truck.
You can get a fire truck.
That's where I'm headed.
Okay. Well, if you call for help, they can bring you one. We'll say that you can have a fire truck.
Because I think we need to do I think we need to do a fire inspection on this address.
On the apartment?
Yeah.
Or on the old repair facility.
Which is the old repair facility is where the big bad is, right?
Well, that's where his home base is, supposedly.
You guys want to go to the apartment, or want to confront the big boss right away?
Troy, I think you're muted. I've lost your voice for some reason.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
It's up to you all.
Sane wants to go to the big boss. He's going to preach to him from the good book, whichever one he can find.
No, you see, the investigation part of me says we must have all of the information before we approach the big boss.
So you know where the big boss is certainly going to be in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
At the race.
Here's a question. Do we want to win the race or do we want to wreak revenge?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, why not both?
Or both.
Randolph says he wants you to embarrass Big J.
So where would the part be, guys? Where would the part go?
Yeah, that's the hardest bit, isn't it? Is tracking that part down. Maybe there's someone on the I was going to say would the camera have shown?
About the
actually, maybe they dropped the people that owned the camera were the ones that were involved in the car.
Oh, the camera was a security camera.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I had a dropped on the floor type scenario.
Well, but wouldn't they take the part to the car shop?
Yeah, that makes the most sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and put it in there.
I was thinking if we're gonna get, and it's not unlikely we're gonna intercept it anywhere else. They'll probably take it straight there.
Now, here's a Hail Mary. Is there any way there is a camera network on the roads that we can track where the car has gone?
So yeah, there is a universal video feed all around the city. It would probably take a while to find out where the car went. It'd probably be a very difficult task to perform.
We've got 5 momentum.
You can try it.
Because I'm thinking, if I hook into the network wirelessly, we all get in the car, we start driving, you guys focus on the driving, and I'll do some echolocation on the video network and try and figure out where we're going. Does that sound like a good plan?
I've got a foreign communicating. I can assist with that.
Absolutely.
All right. So in the back seat, we've got you two communicating. We've got somebody driving. We've got somebody in the passenger seat, and the 2 other people are like hanging off the side, riding on top. What do we? Pretty tight to jam everyone in this car.
I think I'm larger, so I'll go on the top, and I can turn on my headlight, my siren.
There you go. People will get out of
I
the way.
apparently have one bolted to my shoulder. I have a little lamp on my shoulder.
My main program is vehicles, so I'm already sat in the front seat.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't care.
I don't think you ever really got back out of it, did you? You've got one leg in that thing.
Yeah. You're right.
You may not. So the first thing that you can tell is that this souped up car is it's made for speed and it's made to be durable, but it's not very maneuverable around corners. It's really good at going in a straight line as you're driving this Dorin.
Drag racer.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Corners are overrated anyway, aren't they?
Right.
So we are driving towards the hollows, we'll say, and you are going to try to find the video feed of the car. So this would be this is going to be a difficulty 4 communicating task. However, I am going to spend 2 momentum. 2 threat to go down to 10. To put a trait into place that says they're covering their tracks. So they are essentially trying to wipe the video feed as they get past it. So it's actually going to be difficulty 5. Difficulty 5, observe communicating task to try to find out where they are.
Are they using fire by any chance?
They're not using fire. This is Zippity and Saint are trying to hack in to this network to try to find out where they went. I love the idea.
I do have advisor. that would let me. I mean, I'd like to assist as advising because it lets you re-roll a d20.
What else does it say about advisor?
Assist using communications protocol. The character
Awesome.
assisted may re-roll a d20. So if you're in there talking through the hack, I can say no, do this, and then.
So it sounds like we're gonna have Artermyss, are you taking the lead and Saint and Flashover are assisting? Is that what it sounds like to me?
I think that sounds like a good idea, especially given some of the programs and protocols involved. I think, yeah.
So it's difficulty 5. So how many dice do you want to roll initially?
So we start with 2.
Yep. And what emotion are you going to be using, Zippity?
I think, given the instruction that we should start driving and go at quite a high speed, they're probably feeling quite excited and joyous by this. They're really excited. We're in a car chase. We're going to get this done. Oh, yeah.
So it's difficulty 5. You're currently rolling 2 dice. If you want to add a third dice, it'll cost 1 momentum. If you want to add 2 more dice, it'll cost 2 more momentum. If you want to add a third dice, it'll cost you a total of 6 momentum.
Oh, I thought it was a 1-for-1. I didn't realize it increased.
No, there's the scaling cost.
Yeah.
The first one is 1, the second one is 2, the third one is 3.
I go 3 and at least roll 4 dice because we got 2 assists coming.
Can you still
can
buy
we
with
manipulate?
I was thinking that.
Can you still add to threat to get the dice instead of
Yes.
momentum?
Yeah, can we mix and match?
You can. It's a 1-for-1 exchange threat to momentum.
Oh. You know what? Yeah, I think taking 2 dice from momentum, so that's 3 momentum.
Yep. It'll put you down to 2.
And then we'll throw in a 5th dice with threat.
All right, that'll bring me up to 13 threat.
That's fine.
I think that makes sense.
And then we've got some assists as well. This is a difficult task, so let's see how this goes.
So,
nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, considering you got 6 by yourself, but you also got a complication.
Yes.
So, Saint and Flashover, your assist die.
Yep.
He's joyous about a car chase and all this stuff. Saint's scared out of his circuits. So I'm going fear, communicating, and leadership, maybe. Being an administrator.
Sure.
I don't know if we get to use programs on an assist.
Yeah, you do, actually.
Oh, yep.
You do?
Success.
All right.
That's success. All right. Flashover.
Flashover is going to. I'm going to assist with communicating. I too am concerned because this is just a crash accident waiting to happen, and I just have seen too much blood. I've seen oil on the road a lot.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to roll that. I got a 3.
Oh, nice.
That 2 successes?
I mean, I'll go with it if you let me do insight or team synergistics.
Yeah, I'll let you use both of them.
Either one. Okay, so that gives you 2. And also, by the way, I do have a reroll 1d20, and I believe you can reroll a complication.
Yes, he can. That was going to be my next thing.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah.
Hey, you're right. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes so far.
Nice. Well, we should
re-roll that
probably
20,
try and
we're good to
re-roll
go.
that 20. Yeah, let's re-roll that 20, shall we?
No.
Oh, look.
11 successes
Yep.
altogether. All right. So it was difficulty 5. So you generate 6 momentum. 4 of it can go into your pool, which fills it up, and then you have 2 more floating. So
I hate floaters.
Yeah. So before we decide what to do with that 2 floating, let me tell you, you are able to figure out where they went. They did not go to either of the addresses that have been given to you. They went to presumably where the race is starting.
Oh, they're going to install it right on site.
I see. This was worthwhile.
Yeah, maybe they're going to try and work it into their car straight off. So
you do about halfway through their journey. They do pull over and meet up with another robot that's on like almost like a motorcycle, and they do exchange something or give that robot a device.
Oh no. Oh, they've done a handover. Oh.
We got a double cross.
Would you like to spend a momentum to then follow that thing?
Yep.
Do we
That's a
think
good
they've
idea.
handed over the secret weapon?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you see them hand over this big cylindrical device.
Oh, then absolutely, we're spending a momentum to track them.
All right. So this guy puts it inside of like a container, like a bigger container that's mounted to the front of the motorcycle. And then it takes off, and you can track it to like a park right on the border of the hollows. But then you lose track of where the motorcycle is with all the vehicles going around there.
Can we spend 2 to make an advantage?
You can spend 2 to make an advantage.
How about the advantage of we're gaining on them, so make it easier to keep track of them.
So so like you're catching up to them, so there's gonna be less time between when they do whatever they're doing. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
So you now have 5 momentum in the pool. I have 13 threat. We have a rough general idea where this motorcycle is going. You know where Big J's hideout is. You know where the thieves' house is. What do you want to do now? I'm not sure that this helped very much.
do we get I guess the part's the priority, isn't it? Because we know where Big J will be, and we can always swing by to the other. Is that?
Yeah, that race is going to happen no matter what we do.
Yeah, because if we can get this part, we can have a bet with Big J for his area of dominance and get him to step down, and we can take over his.
Oh, we are? We're racing for pinks?
I think so, and pride, and leadership. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I got no pride,
Oh,
so I ain't
yeah.
racing for that.
I've that confidence in my abilities to drive it well. I have never yet crashed a car.
The thing is, if we get the part, we win the race. We've then got time to deal with whatever happens next.
Yeah. Is it worth?
The race is time critical.
So is it worth dropping a few people off where the car part is going to be, and then drive straight to the address? Have a few people get the car part.
Same would be absolutely for that idea.
Okay, I'm going to put my foot down then, I guess.
Well, hold on. I got a lot of wind going past my audio sensors. Where the motorcycle has the car part, right?
Yes.
And you tracked it towards once it got to this this big it's like a park right on the outskirts of the hollows. That's where you kind of lost it behind a bunch of trams and other vehicles driving by.
And that is nowhere near where the race is.
I mean, it's close. I mean, it's not right next to where the race is, but it's close by.
Okay.
Randolph reckons Randolph reckons we won't win without it.
All right, I just didn't know where the part was gonna be. I didn't know if we were following. Well, I heard an address and I heard where the parts is, so I just want to make sure.
There's 3 different locations that you've learned about.
Yeah.
Where the person who stole the part is, and the person who beat up Randolph.
Yeah.
The home base of the gang, and now you know that this motorcycle was driving past a park. You don't know where that motorcycle has gone.
Okay. Because we also know where the race is, so we know 4 locations.
Correct.
Sorry. All right. That was my confusion. I didn't know where we were headed.
But maybe if we go where the thief lives, there might be something to indicate who they were passing the part off to, so we could intercept them, because we don't want them installing it and using it for anything. that's going to interfere with the race. If they get to the race and they're already using it, it's too late to get it back.
Mhm.
Should we just go to the thief's home first and just see if we find anything? How much time until the race starts?
90 minutes.
So 90
Is it
minutes.
worth? Shall I drop you off there? Can we communicate to each other? Have we got any sort of communication devices?
Oh yeah. So all robots are connected via what's called the hub, which is basically this giant supercomputer in the center of the city, and you're all connected via Wi-Fi essentially. You can send text messages to each other. You can communicate. There's full communications for everyone.
So is it worth dropping 3 people off to go and deal with the gang, and then?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Who's
Yep.
good at dealing with gangs? Saint?
Diplomacy. Communication diplomacy.
Where's the guns? Where's the guns in this group?
He'll sing hymns to him and put him to sleep.
Yeah. I've got a
I
nail.
like the idea of you using the biblical quotes from Pulp Fiction.
I guess
Absolutely.
then we'll head towards the gang hideout then.
So
Okay,
are you dropping people off at the apartment first, or are you going
Yes.
to the gang hideout first?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, the apartment is what I meant. That's
So
what you
who's
meant,
going
wasn't
to
it?
the apartment?
Oh, you
and
want-
who's going to the gang
That's what you
hideout?
wanted, wasn't it, Bill? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be best, like, some people investigating at the apartment, then you take the car and go elsewhere, because if we find the information, we could radio where you should be.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to slam the anchors on, you turn back round, head towards the apartment, and then drop them off. Handbrake it, drop them off. They've got 2 seconds to get out the car, and then we'll gun it back off.
So is Dorin the only person going to the apartment?
I think Zippity Zed should probably go to the apartment as well. That sounds a lot more like an investigation thing than a dealing with
Yep.
the gang.
Okay. Awesome. So Zippity and Dorin are going to the apartment. Everyone else is going to the gang hideout. What could possibly go wrong? So see how you all are dropping Dorin and Zippity off first. We'll start there. So first things first, as you are, this is very much like a slum. There are robots everywhere on the street. Some are like, shaking with sparks coming out of their head. Dorin, as you're walking, you notice like there's one robot on the ground and its hand is open and it's got this little chip that has like an emoji on it that has a heart. And it's just kind of like on the ground. And then you get to the apartment building, and the apartment that this robot lives in, I-9, you see the windows in the third-story apartment are covered up with what looks like butcher paper, essentially.
Well, that's not suspicious.
So you and Zippity make your way up in through the apartment. Again, not the cleanliest place, and pretty sad seeing some robots on the ground tweaking, essentially. And make it to the apartment. The door is open.
I have a quick question that may set the world slightly more. Is there a lift or is it just stairs?
This one was, the lift is down, so you're gonna have to walk up.
Yeah, you may need to pick me up and take me upstairs.
Those little stubby legs have a difficult time with stairs.
Okay, Dorin has
no
problem with
moving
that.
of one.
Although it is depressing Dorin, because he has the urge to like be tidy on the way up, so he wanted use of his extra limbs to kind of clear a path a little bit, but he'll just sigh and lift you and take you up the stairs.
Yeah, really, Dorin needing to lift you has saved you an hour, actually. So yeah, the door is open a crack. And there are no lights on inside the apartment.
I'm glad this isn't getting even more suspicious the closer we get to the goal.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Do you want to open the door? What do you want to do?
Do I want to?
Shouldn't we not?
Well, okay, I'm just going to very, very lightly rap on the door. Say, Housekeeping.
That's not true.
I'm going to clean no matter what, so it's kind of true. I'm not lying.
I mean, to be fair, that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So door opens when you knock on it. No response. You are taken aback because this house is covered with paper and drawings. Some are mounted on the wall, some are on the floor. There's a big pile on the looks like a workbench table. It is a disaster. Let's pause there. Over to the car. You pull up to the base of the Hollows gang, and there's basically a big parking lot in front of a large. It looks like it's an old tram repair facility. So there's like two large cargo bays with the doors down, and then like a building attached to the side. There's also like a little, almost like a security building right at the edge of the parking lot where you would pull in. Um, Lights are off all around. That little security building also has like the metal sheets pulled down in front of the window or behind the windows. What do the four of you want to do?
Let's see.
This is Saint's domain, isn't it? I think.
Yep. Let's see here. So, are we seeing anybody or just
Lights
empty?
are all off from what you can
Okay.
see.
Let's see here. Analyzing, and I hate to say it, he's sticking with fear. I mean, he's about shaking in his transistors right now.
What's he trying to do?
He's just trying to sense, movement, or are there people around, other robots around, and we just don't see them, or are they just gone?
If there are robots around, you don't see them.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'll look at my special abilities
Got
here.
that little guard shack that's next to you where you would pull into the parking lot, and then you've got the two bay garage with a big building attached to the side.
Ooh, security shack, huh? And check the door in the security shack. I mean, maybe there's cameras or something in there.
It's locked.
Well, I guess this is an emergency.
Did someone say emergency?
I mean,
I did.
you know, yeah, I mean, you could try to break the door down if somebody wants to. You could also try to like hack in and try to pick the lock, but
If only we had a firefighter that was good at breaking
Yeah,
down
Al-
doors.
El, I actually have a quick question on this.
Yes.
I have two character sheets.
Okay.
And which one am I using?
Which one do you want to use?
They're somewhat different.
Which one?
The gray one has a whole lot of the actual life path on it, and the new fancy schmancy one doesn't.
Yeah, the life path is not on the new one.
Okay, I will go with the new one. I've been using the new one so far, but I'll assume some traits. Yeah, because apparently I'm all spiritual in this one, so I kind of like that. I do have a small reciprocating saw, but it's going to be loud.
You want to use it to try to open the door?
Well, I'm ready for it.
I have proton.
You need
beam
this
if that
door
would help.
open. I think we can do that. What?
You could also try to smash into it. You could try to break
The
it.
Chicago way. The Chicago way.
The Chicago way. All right. Are you going to do this by yourself? Or are you going to get some
Well, I'm
assistance?
going to ask. I'm going to look around. I'm going to telegraph this move, and whoever wants to stop me can if they have a better idea. Because it's just I bring up the arm and the song goes.
Could Saint use either his proton beam, just kind of melt it, or he has threaten, which does overload. I mean, maybe he could overload the lock.
So threaten is only for so cyber attacks only work
Sentience.
against other sentients. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I do carry an impact hammer that's good at demolition. I don't know if that helps.
I'd allow you to assist.
Yeah, I'll assist them. with my hammer.
Have we checked if the door is open?
It checked. It's
Mhm.
locked.
It's locked.
Oh, okay, it's locked.
So this is a difficulty 2, emotion plus surviving task, and yeah. How are you feeling right now about breaking a door down? Flashover.
I would like to say I love it, but I don't think I will. Surviving, man, for being a firefighter, I suck at this. I think it's gonna probably be. I'm gonna be very proud of this.
Okay.
And I'm very proud that I can help.
It's
And that's
difficulty
my
2, pride
worst
plus
stat.
surviving.
Another worst stat. Okay, yeah, I got a 10 on that.
All right. Well, you're getting an assist here. Also,
I can hit the door.
From Rasputine. What is your emotion and surviving?
I'm gonna look it over and full of pride of watching him smash the door in.
All right. So what's your target number?
I do like smashing things. Am I operating the hammer, I assume?
Sure.
14 then. I've got a pride of 10 and operating of 4.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
it was
Flash, you
surviving.
want to use operating because this is not a melee attack. You're actually trying to use it as a tool. So operating would be, you can use that instead of survival if you would like.
Oh wait, what? I can do that?
Yeah, you can use
Oh, that's a
operating.
horse of a different color. All right, good. I
Right.
got one more whole point. My target goes up to a whole 11. So
Right. So do
here
you
we
want?
go.
So let's get that 11
Out the way. I'm not gonna buy dice. I'm just gonna watch this fail.
Okay.
10 and a 2.
Ooh.
I didn't know.
This is either. I'm gonna make it go for structural engineering, firefighting, or evacuate. I'm evacuating from the outside.
I think
I'm gonna use an
structural
evacuation pro. Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather.
think
Yeah.
all of it works. So that's 3
Yeah.
successes right there. Look at that.
Okay, I want
You
this
guys
door
are
extra
you're
open.
able to pop the door and generate another momentum. And when you get inside, you see a couple of computer panels and computer screens that are currently are not lit up. Like the computer screens are kind of like in sleep mode. There's power coming to the computers themselves.
I stand off to the side on the outside and let everybody else go in.
I come and stand with you. Our work here is done.
Communications on the computer is going to try to get into the computer, see if I can't see if there's anything that we can glean from it. Where is everybody? What's going on?
Yeah, to actually determine what these computers are used for and how to use them, it's actually going to be analyzing.
Analyzing. Okay. Yeah, can do that.
So difficulty 2, analyzing task to figure out what is going on here.
I think he is. I don't see this fear. I think this is going to sadness.
Okay.
It's this is grieving him that this has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go with that. Let's see. I don't know if insight would work on this.
Probably
administrative.
not.
Okay, administrative trait maybe.
Nah, this is trying to figure out like what the computer system is used for. I don't think that would work.
Okay. I was more thinking just people movement, but yeah, he's more analyzing the system itself.
Yeah.
What's our momentum pool look like right now?
6 right now.
6. Okay. So if nobody minds, I will use 3 for 2 more dice.
No, crack on.
All right. And that will be 7 sadness, 3 analyzing, and here we go.
Now you could also choose to don't forget, you could also choose to sacrifice a value to get the same effects as spending a determination in Star Trek Adventures. So this is where you kind of let your robot side take over a little bit. I don't know if that's something Saint would do, but
faith requires questioning.
Okay.
There's a set morality in religion, and he's looking at a situation where that does not apply. But
here's the thing.
moral thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing. in Sentience, when you sacrifice a value, you have to sacrifice the value that least applies to the situation, and then it is completely erased from your sheet. In order to get it back,
Okay.
you have to go through a process to do that. But this is our, this is one shot, so it's up to you.
How
Then
about there must be a purpose for the awakening?
Okay.
He's like, okay, yeah, right now that's irrelevant.
So, so you can use this perfect opportunity to set one of your dice to a 1 in the pool if you want.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah,
you
we'll
can also
change
do other stuff.
the 12 to a 1 then.
Okay.
So that'll
Technically,
be
you're supposed
2.
to do that first, but you were rolling
Right.
when I asked you to do this, so I will allow you to do that. So you will get 4 successes.
Yep.
Okay. So 4 successes on a difficulty 2. You'll generate your 2 momentum back, which is great.
Awesome.
And you have now found the security camera feed inside of the building. And as you are looking around, you do not see any robots around at all. It's completely empty.
Building's empty. Um,
Would you like to spend any momentum to learn any more information?
yes, absolutely. If I can maybe rewind the video feed, go back, even an hour, I figure robot brain can analyze that awfully quick. And
There's no
just, okay, where'd
recording of
everybody
video here.
go? Oh, okay.
There's no recording of video here. It's like someone's always watching all the time.
Okay. But yeah, I'll see if I can find any kind of information, anything that stands out.
The big thing that you find is a map on the wall of the city. And notably, I'm going to actually put in our chat what you see. Oh, what you see. All right, there we go. So that is what we see. It is pointing to a location, and it says "Not my fault" in spray paint. And with that, we're going to go back to Dorin and Zippity. Dorin and Zippity, you are in this apartment where there is essentially papers everywhere. Dorin, it's a little upsetting for you because there does not seem to be any organization. So let me know, what do you want to do here?
Just for me, nobody's in the room that we can see.
Correct. The apartment is empty.
Okay, as Dorin enters the room, clearly the papers are the thing getting everyone's attention. So he's going to start grabbing the papers and trying to classify and organize them while he's looking at them to see what they mean. It's kind of his impulse to try to organize it, but he is curious as to what is on the paper.
Give me an observing task.
Okay. Let's see here. That would be.
How you feeling about this?
3. Right now, sadness, because it's all out of order. Sadness or possibly anger. I'm not really sure. Maybe anger right now because the conditions. Yeah, I'm going to go with anger. That's going to be 9 plus 3, so 12, right? What's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty 0.
Okay, so I'm not going to buy any dice there, so just 2. Okay, rolling. Let's see. Did anything come up? I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. A 10 and a 2.
10 and a 2.
Oh, would my cleaning apply to this? Okay. All right. Then in that case, that's 3 successes.
All right, so we're going to save those for a minute. So very quickly, as you're cleaning up, you're noticing a majority of all of these papers are basically blueprint schematics of different types of racing vehicles. You see some have 4 wheels, some have 6 wheels. The one that seemed to be at the top of the pile with looked pretty impressive. It's almost like a tank looking thing with a big gun on the back of it. That is what you notice initially. Would you like to spend any of that 3 momentum to learn more information?
Yes, I believe I would. I would like to, find out, like, what exactly are these machines? Are they, like, for racing, or are they for attacking, or are they for something entirely different?
So, okay. Your impression of these vehicles is they are designed to do both, to be fast, durable, and to take anybody else out that might be competition.
Okay.
I'll give you one other bit of information with that, and then we can. Actually, you're at 4. Yeah, we'll put you back up to 6 momentum. As you're putting your pile together, you notice on the wall is one of these blueprint schematics, but it's not of a vehicle. It looks like this cylindrical device that it looks like another device slides down into. And I will get you a picture of that momentarily. But essentially, this looks like the device that was on the front of that motorcycle that you saw driving around. There are also equations all around the outside of this that are written out.
Okay. As I'm still gathering papers and trying to process this and also deal with my rage at the same time, I'm going to glance over at Zippity and say, "What do you make of that? That doesn't seem like calculating a winning strategy for a race."
No, but it could be interesting. We should look at it. We should.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zippity, you could give me a difficulty 2, either analyzing or observing task. It's up to you.
I think definitely analyzing. Analyzing
Okay.
is up Zippity's streak.
And I'm going to give you this as well. For frequencies, program applies.
Ooh, interesting.
Is difficult.
They're probably feeling quite joyous at this moment, being asked to do something. I'd say they're definitely feeling very happy.
Would you like to buy any dice, or do you just want to roll 2 dice?
Could I also assist him at this? I do have a schematics program.
Ooh.
Would that help at all? Would that help? Okay.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. Given the assist, I won't buy any additional dice, but let's throw the 2 in there. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah, definitely.
2 dice. Yep. There we
There we go. That's better.
So that's a 2 and a 16. So that's 2 successes. Dorin, you want to add yours?
Yeah, that'll be anger and analyzing, because I'm still a little unhinged right now. So that's 11. It's not going to be much, but we'll see what happens. Nope, nothing from me.
Nope. You got just enough. 2 successes. So, Zippity. Equations that are on the outside of this device are all essentially sonic frequencies. Like compressional wave analysis.
Interesting. My uneducated brain fails to see how that would connect to everything, but I'm sure Zippity's enhanced brain probably connects things better than I do.
Well, I think that the one thing that you would get from that is very obvious is this is not a device that would help a vehicle in any way, shape, or
form. Curious.
Back to everyone at the base. So Troy, you saw this this on the video feed on the wall. Do you mention it to anyone?
Yeah, he's is there a way he could get an image of it and just kind of broadcast it to the others and go, "Can you make anything of this?"
You can pull it up on the screens inside, but it would require everyone to go in to look at it.
Okay. I didn't know if it was something that he could put into his HUD and then send out to the others.
I guess you could download it and project it. That's true as well.
Okay.
So essentially, this map is of the region around, in and around the hollows, and there's an arrow pointing to a spot, and it says "Not my fault." I guess anyone can give me, let's call it an analyzing task to figure anything else out about this map. Who would like to lead?
Well, there's an
Call it
arrow on it.
Insight, maybe?
one. Difficulty 1. Yep.
Would insight work on that? Because he's trying
Sure.
to analyze the map.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna stick with sadness on this one. Still just heartbroken over this. So I got 2. I will spend 1 for a die.
Okay.
That will be insight, analyzing, sadness. That's 10. And here we go. Oof. Oh.
All right. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Please.
All right. I will take 2 momentum. Or 2 threat, I should say. This, where this arrow is pointing, is right where that park was that you saw the motorcycle drive by. And I have another question. You said that you projected this off to your friends, right? Does that include the friends who were over at the apartment building?
Yes. Yep. Basically, his whole group that's investigating this.
All right, Artermyss, back to you. Or I should say Zippity. Give me, so you've got new information now. There is a map that says "Not my fault." I need you to make another analyzing test. This time only difficulty 1, task I should say. Difficulty 1, based off this new information.
Okay. I'm still probably feeling quite joyous, still feeling useful. So we're looking for a 15. Oh, there's 2 successes.
All right. Before I put the 1 in the bank, you notice that, okay, so you're doing some analysis of this map in addition to this device, and you're thinking that maybe this map, what's written on this map, has a secondary meaning, as your device probably creates seismic waves.
Yeah, I had a feeling that this was going to be our secret weapon. Oh dear.
Would you like to spend that one momentum to learn more information?
Oh yeah, do it.
All right. So as you spend that last bit of information, you start digging down, and it occurs to you, well, faults, and you pull up a fault map of New Dawn. And you notice that there is a fault that basically encircles the hollows. And you're pretty sure if this thing was to detonate at that point where the arrow is pointing, that it will essentially separate the hollows from the rest of New Dawn by a giant crevasse.
Oh, that is not good. So we can reasonably assume that's probably where they're going to take the secret weapon.
So you guys can communicate on what your next part of your plan is. I will say this took about, let's say the race starts in about 20 minutes. Like we say, this has been about a little over an hour, and you all need to come together and figure out what to do. So, what's your plan?
As a question, the point on the map is where the race is being held, right? Or is it not?
It is not. It is actually several blocks away from where the race takes place.
Why the hell does Randolph have a boomer?
That's why they gave it to the motorcycle.
Mm.
Yeah, but why did Randolph have it?
Randolph had
Because-
his Quantum State plasma injector. Big J
This was going into something different.
something else. Yeah.
He's using it.
Wait,
for
these
his
are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So I've got
using
a
it as
coffee can and.
Okay.
Yeah, this device is powered by Randolph's.
Oh, okay. So he had a
Amplified.
Duracell. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
But you think that, man, if Big J was planning to do this to create his own little city, a race would be a great diversion.
Mm-hmm.
Are we saying that I can't go to the race now?
That's what you guys got to figure out.
Wait,
I like
is the
that.
race still? The race is still going
Have
to
a race.
happen.
Save
Yes.
the city. Have the race. Save the city.
Well, you know, you can't win the race if we don't get the thing, though. So we got to get the thing to win the race.
Yeah.
Race is still on. Race is on.
Good. I'm in. I'm in.
I think the race is still on.
But wait, the race starts in 20
I got a
minutes.
foreign communication. Yeah.
Yes, the
Race
race
starts
starts
in
in 20 minutes.
Do we have to register for it or anything, or does anybody just show
He's
up?
already registered. He's already registered.
Oh, so that car's
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't matter who the driver is.
Correct.
Okay.
Does the track of the race cross the fault line?
It does not.
Would it be affected by this if it goes on? Does it, with how strong the formulas are showing it?
I mean, an earthquake would probably be impact a large part of the city, not just the crack that Big J is trying to create.
So if Big J is not at the race, then he might be trying to kill everyone. If he is at the race, then it might be safe still to participate in it. So I think we should not be at the race if that's going to stop us from or slow us down from getting there. We should, at least the majority of us, have to go where that device is. In my opinion.
So you're saying someone needs to race while everyone else goes to the device?
I don't know if somebody needs to race, but definitely the priority, I think, is the device. But
I'm looking at ADX shaking. Oh, somebody's going to race.
Rasputin's starting to feel very sad. He's having his first. His metallic eyes are starting to well up. That he's now realizing that even if he does race, his car isn't going to be quick enough. So he's just going to have to. I think we're going to have to go and save the world.
I mean, my suspicion is that it's this device that's the secret weapon. Setting this off will be what helps Big J win the race. But I might be wrong, but that's my way of thinking. So if we stop this going off,
the
we might win.
machine, you could still win the race by your own skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
wouldn't
watch
that
out for the corners.
Now I like what you're saying. Right, I'm back to the race now. I'm so confused. You're confusing me.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm designed to race things and blow and smash things up. I'm not designed for logic and thought.
But if you could drop us off at the machine on the way, that would be great.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that. So you're going to send Rasputin by himself to race, or is somebody going to be a co-pilot?
Shotgun,
Surely someone wants to.
shotgun.
Yes, that's what we need.
And I pull out my scrap shotgun when I say it too.
All right.
Dear gods.
So we have 4 people going to the device, 2 going to the race. Okay. Awesome.
And I guess we'll catch a bus.
Yeah.
I'll drop you off. I can drop
Yeah,
you off. We've got plenty of time.
Well, 20 minutes. You got some time.
Do we know?
I only need 19.
If you could just get on the roof and just shine your light and your siren, that would be great.
Oh, yeah. I'll just ask. Wait a minute. I wonder if I could actually. Anyway, I'm going to save that. I'm going to see if I can stretch reality here.
So, you all get dropped off at the park. Dorin and Rasputine, you start making your way over to the racetrack. Let's start with the park. As you start exploring the park, you do see a few robots mingling around. You see a couple of cleaner bots that are going, sweeping the street and whatnot. Again, it's very late at night. It is
Okay.
dark. There are lights around, of course, the city lights. But as you are looking around in the center of this park, there is a gazebo. And right next to the gazebo is a pile of dirt. It looks like it was recently excavated.
Interesting.
What would y'all like to do?
Okay. I'm going to start looking around for that motorcycle.
All right. You do not see the motorcycle anywhere at this point.
Well, crap. I'm going to ignore the most obvious clue that has the neon lights pointing straight at it from the GM.
Well, as you are ignoring what I'm saying, the ground starts to you feel like a little bit of ground shaking a little bit, and from beside one of the buildings behind you, this thing walks out.
Oh, it's Godzilla. I knew it.
It's about 2 stories tall, and it is walking in your direction.
I don't see how that's a party.
But for people that can't see, it's a large walker type vehicle that has a couple of big machine guns on it, and it is 2 stories tall. Back to the car. All right. Pulling up on the start line. You pull up on the start line, and you notice that Big J is already there in his ridiculous tactical racer, which I have put a picture of in the chat. And it's essentially a giant off-road vehicle that has a huge cannon on top of it. And Big J is actually in the vehicle by himself with it running. And it's just the two of you at this race. Do you want to do anything before the race actually starts?
Just the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. That paints
you could make it if you try.
Have we got time to paint some names on the side of the car?
Yeah.
I mean, you can. The race starts in we'll say the race starts in 3 minutes.
Oh, we've got enough time to write our names on the side, haven't we? That can't be
All
that
right.
hard.
What
How
are you
hard
gonna
can it be
name?
to spout? I was going to put our own names on it. I'm not that bright to think of
Okay.
anything else. And I'm probably going to spell it very badly.
I love it.
I'm just going to be watching you apprehensively because you're just adding more for me to clean later.
All right. So just so you know, there are actually rules for vehicles in this adventure, which is great. We're gonna summarize it just a little bit so that we don't take an hour with our race. But essentially, these are going to be a series of opposed tasks where whoever is in front will set the difficulty for whoever is in the rear. Right. So you pull up. There are tons of robots lining the streets, cheering. There's people with flags and banners and all sorts. This is a huge thing. You get a sense that they do these races quite often, and people are really, really into it because it gives them something to do late at night. So another robot comes out with the white flag and or the green flag and waves it, and you two start gunning it. Right. So at this point, we are each going to do a test to see who gets the lead. And so this is a difficulty 0 operating task. And whoever generates the most momentum is essentially in the pole position. And then we will do comparisons on the way through. That makes sense?
Yep.
So Rasputine is the driver. So you're the one who gets to do the operating tasks. Meanwhile, Dorin, who's in the passenger seat, can do other things. And we'll figure out what those other things are as the race progresses.
I do have one
Right?
question, if I may.
What's that?
You said in the apartment there were schematics for. Were there schematics for racers, race cars, in the apartment? You said as well.
This vehicle that Big J is driving was on the top of the stack.
That's what I was wondering. Can I examine the schematics of that to see if I could find any flaws that could be exploited?
So, which type of flaws would you like to find?
I would like to
Like-
find where that vehicle might be. Well, two things. First, where it might be weak, as in our vehicle maybe not good in corners, so something that could give Rasputine an advantage to race against it, as well as if there's any kind of blind spots to the weapon, so we're not targeted.
So you want to generate a couple of traits here, which you can do, right? With 2 momentum, you can create a trait. So let's call that first trait is vehicle weakness.
Okay. Definitely want to do that before he makes his roll.
So vehicle weakness. So that's going to essentially it'll generate 1 momentum for you, or lower the difficulty by 1 during the opposed tasks. And as far as the blind spots, you would have to spend another 2 momentum for that as a trait, if you want it.
I'll hold off on how much we have. What, 3 momentum now or 4? I might have lost track. Now that we spent
You'll be at 3.
We'll be at 3. I'll hold off on it for now. We might need those for the actual race, and if he starts firing at us, then I'll look a little bit closer at the schematics.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the initial task is an operating task to see who is in the lead. So I am going to spend, what do I have? I have 13. I'm going to spend 3 of that to roll 4 dice on this to try to get in the lead.
I'm kind of thinking staying behind it, but right behind it's probably the best thing with that massive cannon on the top. And just slipstreaming until the last minute. That's kind of my thoughts.
All right. So you want him to catch the lead.
I think so, but I don't want him to be able to pull ahead, if that makes sense. I want to basically sit exactly at that sweet spot right behind him. All right, so like you lot doing. Is it Daytona, isn't it, over there? Whatever where you go around the. I probably shouldn't say it like that, but I can't think what it's called. The Indianapolis, isn't it?
The drafting, of the 500, So okay, so you're still gonna roll your 2 dice.
Yeah, I want to win, but I want to sit comfortably behind so we don't get killed.
Let's see who rolls the most momentum here. The most.
Okay, so I'm full of pride. I've never had so much fun in my whole life.
It's better than bowling, man.
Oh yeah. Let's hope I'm better. Do I need the barriers up for this driving? Let's see. So I've got a 14, so that's not too bad.
Are you rolling extra dice?
I've got my premium protocol. Whenever my adversary, I can never say that word.
Adversary, yeah.
Adversary attempts a task using operating, I add 1 success. So I'm guessing, because that's what they're doing, do I get the 1 success automatically, or am I the
automatically?
Person?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm already on 1 success.
Yep.
My programming is vehicle, so I can add 4 to my crit rating because I've got an operating of 4. Is that right?
So your crit will be 1 through 4, essentially.
1 through 4, yeah. Maybe I'll spend 1, if no one minds, to give me 3 die.
No, go for it.
And the trait's going to give you 1 more momentum anyhow on this, correct? So that's almost like 2 extra successes automatically.
The trait that you generated. Yep.
Yeah, my special ability gives me an extra 1. So
you're actually generating +2 momentum on this one.
Okay, so going with 3 die then, I think.
All right.
Roll low. Well, at least I was on 12s anyway. No, I was not on 14s. That's actually 3 successes.
So 3 successes plus your 2 successes.
Yeah.
Automatic, right?
Yeah.
I actually rolled 2, 4, 6 successes because I have a focus. Big J has a focus of driving. So you rolled 5 successes. He rolled 6s. So you are actually exactly where you want to be, right on its
nice.
Deliberately,
Yeah.
that was completely.
Deliberately. Yep. All right.
Nice.
Back to the park. Back
Drafting.
to the park. What are we doing? You see this big vehicle walking towards the park.
Okay. Does it appear to be sentient or just
No.
Okay.
Do we recognize what the heck it is?
It's
Uh,
that easy, I guess.
it's just some type
I
of
mean-
security walker.
Okay.
It's got gang symbols all over it.
Oh, that's a totally good sign.
That we should hide, right?
Yeah, and I think that's a definite. Anybody who's got a fear of more than 3 should be using that right now.
Mhm.
It has
Right.
guns. I take it. It has the guns.
It does have 2 very big guns.
And it's heading for the park, right? That's
Heading towards the park. It has not
Towards
as of yet
us?
seen you.
okay.
Oh, I'm going to turn my light
Oh.
off.
Does it look like this thing is going to be going after other robots, or is it looking for us?
It is walking towards the gazebo.
Which is where the dirt pile is, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Saint is going to use his proton beam and shoot its leg.
Why are you
Either try to stumble it or try to at least get its attention, and maybe it'll follow him.
You're trying to get it to follow you. All right, we can have you do that. All right. So this is a difficulty 2 operating task.
Okay. He's thinking sacrificially on this one. It's either
Okay.
I can stop this thing, or if it focuses on me, it's not going to hurt somebody else. So he's going to go. You said operating, right?
Correct.
Okay. So love operating. We are at 2 momentum. Okay. So I will take 1 for an extra die, and that would be 12 total is what I need.
So-
I don't know. I wouldn't imagine persuasion would work on a weapons thing if you're trying to get something to follow you.
Yeah. It's following its programming.
Right?
Ooh,
Oh, there we go.
3 successes.
That's 3. Yep.
All right, so you've
Nice.
generated 1 momentum. Before we put that in the pool, how much drain do you inflict? And what
All
type?
right,
What does
so
your
that
weapon do?
is 5 and has charge.
I'm assuming that you're moving before you do that, so you can get into range of it. And try to draw it
Oh,
away.
yeah.
So you can't really activate the charge. But you can roll your 5d6.
Mm-hmm.
So I see
Ooh,
1,
hello.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drain inflicted.
Mhm.
All right, so that's going to inflict 1 damage on this thing. And would you like to bank that momentum?
Yes. Yeah, I'll bank it for
You
now.
could add it to drain, but it's not going to get you another damage or anything like that. So
No.
we'll go up to 2, and it starts following you.
And
Back to
he's
the
just going
racetrack.
to back away and, oh no, it worked. Yay. Oh no.
Back to the racetrack. So this part of the racetrack, it is straight, but it is very slick. It is covered with oil and grease and whatnot. So I need. We are going to do an opposed task. I'm in the lead, so I will set your difficulty, and the difficulty is also going to be increased by 1. So if you don't get at least 1 success, you fail. So let's see what we got. Oh, sorry, I'm rolling extra dice with threat. So I got 4 successes. So 9. It is difficulty 4 for you all to catch up. So this is on to you, Rasputin.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. How many have we got left? Of
You've got two momentum left.
Okay, I'm guessing. Well, I can only spend one, can't I? And I don't want to really give you any more dice because you got
I was gonna say,
thousands
you could
of
give
them.
me threat too, but you don't have to.
Yeah, you already got 9.
Is
Right,
it
I'll
difficulty 4 before or after the vehicle weakness trait?
Oh, after. So you've got the vehicle weakness, which cuts it down to difficulty 3.
And then my automatic success will give us another one anyway.
Right. Right. It'll be essentially difficulty 2 for you.
Difficulty 2. Okay. Right, let's go for it. Does anyone mind if I spend 1 again?
Go for it.
Give me that third die. Yes, a 3 gives me 2 successes.
Ooh.
Because my crit rating's gone up to 4 because I've got vehicles as
Awesome.
a program and my operating is 4.
Nice.
Perfect.
So that gives me 4 successes. So 6 in total, I think that is.
No, it's 2 plus 2, right? You rolled 2 successes, plus you get a bonus success.
No, the 13 and a 12 is a success.
Oh, awesome.
I've got my skill's 14.
Yeah, awesome.
Total.
So you're actually going to go up to. You're going to gain 2 momentum. Would you like to pass him, or would you like to stay behind him?
I think we'll stay behind, keep the momentum up.
I think that's smart.
So we can spend it, and I'm going to take him at the last minute. That cannon terrifies me.
Same.
All right. As you do, as this happens, you notice that the back of his vehicle kind of like opens like this.
Oh no!
Really large caltrops fall down and smash into your vehicle.
You want to spend that momentum to dodge?
You're gonna lose.
I'm going to look at schematics and like, oh yeah, page 2. I forgot to tell you about that.
Oh,
Sentience means Mario Kart. I love it.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So your vehicle is going to take 3 drain. Your vehicle, by the way, has a total of 10 drain.
Okay.
Did not suffer a damage, luckily. But if it runs out of drain, it deactivates. So, something to think
Mental
about.
note, I think we're going to have to pull alongside him.
Dorin.
Yes.
Is there something you would like to do?
Well, first, there's a lot of confusion. I can tell you that right now. Is there anything I could do to the damage that's happening to the car to try to keep it from getting worse?
So yeah, I mean, you can get on the outside and try to repair. You can try to patch things up, things like that. But you have to be outside the vehicle to do that.
Be outside the vehicle. Well, that looks exciting, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna be like, wait here, I'll be back, and just get my arms out the window and just push my spherical form out and just start clambering along to see what I can do. Hey, we got a special guest.
Hey, yeah.
As he's going out, I'm going to shout to him, next time the caltrops come out, bat them away.
Will do.
Right.
I do have extra arms. Now I do have a multi-arm, was it advantage? The multi-arm advantage. Does that help keep me stable?
It'll help you not fall off should you get knocked off.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so yeah, I'll climb out and just start trying to do whatever I can to mitigate that drain.
Right. So give me a difficulty 2 operating task to try to get this drain back.
Okay, that's operating. So I'm going to be pride here because this is my moment to shine. I'm happy coming out. There's a pride that is 10 operating 1, so it's still 11. Still nothing great. That's 2 dice. What is difficulty again? Was it 2?
It's difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2, and we have 5 momentum now. Is that correct?
4.
4. May I just use 1? What's the name? 1?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm assuming my repair program is in effect. So 3 dice. Here we go. 11, 19, and 15. Well, I got 1. At least at least it wasn't a complete failure, but it still was not enough.
Would you like to succeed at a cost?
I would, because let's make this
Alright.
exciting.
So you've removed the 3 drain.
Okay.
And so you have your car is you've gotten the power back up. However, you one of these caltrops like clips you, and you go to start falling off. I now need a survive task from you.
Okay,
Not fall off the vehicle.
Okay.
This is yeah. So a survive task. We're gonna call this difficulty 1
Okay.
for you to not fall off.
All right. In
Because
that
it would be
case,
normally difficulty 2. Your multi arms brings it down to difficulty 1.
difficulty 1. Okay. I'm still not going to be good with these stats. That's going to be anger, because that was my moment to shine, and now I'm just like flapping in the wind behind the car like that. So
Yep.
that's a bit infuriating. All right. So difficulty 1, 2 dice. Was it 9 plus 1? So only a 10. Well, I got a 50-50 chance, right? Come on. It's got that works. So here we go.
Oh, yes. Is it?
Perfect. Missed entirely. Yeah.
All right.
No complication, but yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Do your
Yeah.
best.
So you're not going to take damage when you lose your grip, but you are now on the ground,
Okay.
and the cars are taking off. We'll pause there and come back to
Love it.
back to the park. So Flashover, Viola, Zippity, what do you 3 want to do?
What was the effect? You may have to catch me up slightly. I assume you just skipped away as soon as I glitched out.
So
what was the effect of the zap? Yeah.
Saint shot the big thing. It started pursuing after Saint, and he also inflicted 1 damage on the big thing, which is awesome. So basically, the big thing is chasing after Saint at this time.
Oh, he's on his own.
Viola tells Zippity that if you can help Saint keep the bot distracted, I could potentially go get the supercharger back out of the bomb.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, Viola, do you want to head over to that pile of dirt and begin digging?
Yeah, Viola takes off sprinting. I noticed on her character art that it looks like she has wheels on the bottom of her feet, almost like as if she skates. And so she's gonna kind of just sprint towards where she thinks that bomb thing is.
All right. So this is what we call a linear challenge. Essentially, there's 3 parts to it. You have to dig the device up, you have to get the device out, and then you have to deactivate the device. Is Flashover helping you with this, or are you doing this on your own?
I would dearly love to help.
Okay. So digging is it's a difficulty 2 operating task. Dig this thing out. Actually, you know what? I would allow you to use move instead if you would like.
I would not like.
I will use move if that's a possibility.
Yeah, you can use move
Like the
as
idea
you
of
try.
this.
Because I figure Viola is probably using that like some type of like they probably have some type of like clutter collector device built into them somewhere.
I
As
love
they
that
are
we're
recycling.
hoovering up the dirt.
Yeah.
As a question, I have a thing called coordinated subroutines. This is a linear challenge, not an extended task, is it?
Correct.
Damn
It's
it.
a linear challenge. Basically, it's a series of 3 tasks.
Okay.
No extended tasks. I didn't think we would have time for one today, actually.
That's
So
knocks one of my talents into a cocked hat.
so Viola, you are taking the lead. Would you like to buy any dice? You have 3 momentum.
But I'm getting an assist, right? So
Yes.
I think
You are being assisted by Flashover. Yep.
Okay, I think we will let it ride. We may need those dice later.
Okay, so you're rolling 2 dice. Cool. Do you have any programs that apply here, Viola?
Collecting a jerry rigging, maybe. I was originally thinking sports for like the moving part because she's really digging the. This is kind of like a race at this point.
What was the first thing you said?
Collecting is a program. You mentioned something about the junk collection, so I mentioned that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you have a combination of the two of those things to apply as a focus. So go ahead and roll it up.
Okay.
A
Yikes.
16 and a 19. So that's not great. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
The stakes are pretty high. I think we have to.
All right. So the cost is going to be a shot at Saint from the big
Uh-oh.
bossing guy. So we're just gonna. It's difficulty 2 to hit Saint. So what is my op? So 11. So I'm gonna buy 1 dice for that. 3/8. Rolling 3 dice to try to hit Saint with a machine gun. Oh no! Not only did I miss, but I rolled a complication.
Ooh.
No.
What a shame.
So
There
that
goes the
complication.
gazebo.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you that that complication actually is as I go to shoot at Saint, Saint is dodging around, and I actually help you guys dig up the thing a little bit. So
Nice.
actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to you as momentum for later because there's a little short on momentum. All right, so Zippity, what are you doing over here?
I'm thinking at this point, given that the robot has started shooting, it's probably time to start hacking and try and take it down.
All right. So are you gonna do a cyber attack on this thing?
Yeah, why not?
What is your cyber attack?
So the cyber attack I can see, I've got 2. I've got a Cortex Worm or I've got Recode.
And what are the special bonuses that they have?
So Cortex Worm, Cyber 6 CD, Recon Overload 1. And Recode has Cyber 8 CD and Retreat.
Ooh.
So retreat. If you if you roll a 5 or a 6 on or drain dice, retreat would make that thing run away for a turn.
Oh, now that would be interesting. Oh, we've got to try a Recode.
Yeah, and this is an opposed analyzing task. That's how these work. Are opposed analyzing tasks. And so I'm just looking up this thing's analyzing isn't great. So I'm gonna buy 1 dice to try to resist. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Why am I called Dallas Dice Roller? Director. All right. I am rolling 3 dice. Oh, I got 2 successes. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So
Your difficulty 2 to inflict me with this thing.
I'm going to say pretty fearful at the moment. So that's going to be 8, 9, 10. That's going to be an 11. I am going to spend a momentum to get a die because we want to balance things out.
Yep.
And let's roll it. That's not the best.
Now,
it's not the best, but it's not the worst.
I will introduce. So you did get 1 success. So I will introduce you again to the value sacrifices. So so you could have a moment of inspiration, which will re-roll any number of dice in a dice pool. So you could, in theory, sacrifice a value and re-roll that 19 and 17.
I think that will be a good call. That will be a good call.
Now,
at this
which
point.
one of your values least applies to the situation that we're in?
So I'm thinking the unknown isn't scary unless you let it be. Purely because we're not facing the unknown right now. We're facing the known. It's a gang robot.
Okay, cool. I like it. So you can go ahead and re-roll that 19 and that 17, see if you can get one more success.
Come on.
You did!
Jeez.
You also got a complication. So
Oh, good.
So I am going to take that complication. Actually, do you have any programs that are applying to this?
Uh,
'Cause that could be 3 successes.
not that I can really think of.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. I'm going to take that as threat. Now you rolled your, what does he say, 8 dice?
8 CD, yes.
Oh, geez. All right. Roll them up. This is going to hurt.
So which die is that I'm rolling?
That's a D6, and you're looking for 1s deal 1 damage, 2s deals 1 drain,
Yeah.
2s deal 2 drain, and 5 and 6s deal 1 drain each plus make it run away.
There we go. That's the 8 CD there for you.
So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drain on this thing. So you're going to inflict a second damage, and this thing turns around and basically moves 1 zone away on its turn.
That's good. That's a distraction that we needed.
All right. So, Flashover helped Viola. We have dug up the device. You see it down in the bottom of a pit. Artermyss said, all right, I will distract this thing, and made it run. Everybody has now had a round. We'll go back to the racetrack. Now we are in a situation. Dorin, you have fallen on the ground.
That's true.
The vehicles are about to take their turn to race away. Are you going to allow yourself to lay on the ground? Or would you like to, let's see, you can sacrifice a value to immediately take a major action on this turn. It does not count towards all of your major action.
Ooh. So what exactly can I do with a major action? Like, is that...
So a major action would be like a move or an attack or jump back into the car. Anything like that is something you can do.
Would I be able... So I would be able to just, as I'm tumbling away, maybe just spring up and try to latch onto the back of the car to climb back in. Okay. I will. So
actually, you know what? I will let you actually have an opportunity to do that first without even spending a value.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the start of a new round. You guys go first. You determine, like, who activates first. Is it going to be you or the car?
Well, let me try jump on first before he races away, if you don't mind. Is that...
Seems fair.
All right. All right. Well, then.
This will be a difficulty 2 moving task.
Okay. I think at this point it's more sadness now because of the embarrassment I've been inflicted with. So I'm going to do my sadness plus moving, which is well, I should be sad more often. It's going to be 14 for me. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2. Do you have any programs that apply here?
Oh, I don't think it would work except for tap dancing.
Could I? You got quick feet, man.
Okay.
I love that idea.
And
you got quick feet.
I don't know again if my what is it? Oh yeah, I have speed burst actually as a special ability with my multiple arms advantage. Would that help?
Awesome. Let's just make it difficulty 1.
Okay. Can I? Okay, how much momentum do we have? Because I'm just terrible at the dice tonight.
3 momentum.
3. I really don't want to. Now, you know what? I'm not using it because me making it on the car is not as important as everything else. So I'm just rolling 2 dice. 14. If I can't do it with that, I don't deserve to be on the car. So here we go. Rolling those 2.
Difficulty 1.
Oh! Finally.
Nice.
Finally.
Yes.
1 and 14, that's 3.
Successes.
Okay, there we go. Finally.
We cut the scene thinking that Dorin is down and out. Dorin leaps up and grabs onto the car.
Can I say I leap up with a tap as I'm like dancing that way and grab onto it because that's the skill that actually
I'd
contributed.
be disappointed if you didn't.
Okay, thank you. All right, please back to the race.
All right, back to the race. We're rolling 2 dice because Big J is starting to get frustrated here. He rolls. Oh, he gets 2 successes.
Okay.
So over to you guys.
How
for your
far away
speed.
are we from the finish?
So you are on the third leg of this adventure, of this race. There's one more leg after this.
Okay. Just looking at the images of our vehicle, what's that giant weapon-looking thing that's on the top? I can see a machine gun down the side, but I can't think that's going to do a lot against his thing.
So you guys have, I think that's just that's where the speed booster would go. The
is
the
it?
device.
Is it? Okay, so I'm going to save that for the fourth thing, and then kick in the speed booster.
Yep.
So this one, I guess, I'm going to come alongside it now. He's probably empty from behind, but I don't really want to take any chances. Oil slicks, variety of other things. So I think I'm gonna.
2.
Okay, and we're at -2 to that, don't I? Already.
Yeah,
So
it's technically difficulty 0 here to get up alongside of it.
okay, so I'm not gonna. I'll still spend 1 if everyone doesn't mind. So just to take those 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm due a 1. Okay, so that's going to give us 4 successes, I think.
4 successes total?
No, that 4's a double, isn't it? 'Cause it's a crit.
That's right.
Yes, that's 3 successes off the dice, plus then the 2 automatics. So that's 5 then.
Would you like to overtake him or just get up alongside of him?
Get alongside, I think, because of the gun, and we're going to do him on the last one. I'd rather kick 3 into momentum if I can.
All right. Well, you can only put 2 into the momentum.
Okay, that's fine.
6 is the max. So,
okay,
meanwhile,
cool. What can I spend that 1 on then? Save wasting it.
So
another advantage. That and 1 more.
Yeah, you can spend 2 momentum to create another advantage.
Okay.
Like or a
hard target.
Like Big J is worried, or ready to defend, like things like that.
Can I manipulate him into the side wall in any sort of like veer over to try and sort of barge him or something?
Into the retaining wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to force him by spending 2 momentum into some type of obstacle.
Yeah.
All right. Done. All right. So you get up alongside of him and you lean into him and he smashes into the wall. Now you need to roll 5 6-sided dice to see how much stress is inflicted on his, or how much drain is inflicted on his vehicle.
Oh, nice 6s. That's good.
All right, so 1, 2. So your 2 counts as 2. Your 6 counts as 1. 2. So you got 5 total. So you have inflicted 1 damage. We'll say that as he smashes into the guardrail there, the big cannon that's on top of his vehicle kind of like starts to shear off and is kind of dangling off to the side.
We're home free.
2 more momentum for another advantage.
What's that?
Can we spend 2 more momentum for another advantage?
Technically, no. You can't do it twice on a single roll.
Gotcha.
Which is something that we recently learned. Now, I know what I'm going to do. I'm spending 2 threat as well, so that we are now down to a 5/9 situation. You smash into him. He looks over at you. You see he's got a cowboy hat on, a cigar hanging out of his mouth.
Oh, he's too cool.
Very angry. This is what I think I've got a picture of him that I can share as well.
Is he drinking a bourbon at the same time?
I wish.
Right?
Steering with his
right
knees.
there.
He's that cool.
Yeah, he's that. Look at him. There he is.
Oh my gosh, I love
it. So he is very angry, and he's probably cussing up a storm at y'all. Then he smashes his this panel that's next to his or on his dashboard, and these giant spikes jut out from his wheel wells and smash into your vehicle.
Yeah,
this guy.
So
he's everything, isn't he? He's cool. He's got the better vehicle.
I want him to win. Honestly, I mean, I'm a fan now.
1, 2, 3. He only inflicts 4 drain on you, though.
Safe.
Which is not enough to inflict the damage. You know what? I'm going to spend a threat to actually inflict that damage. I'm a jerk. All right. So your rear left wheel is blown out.
Ooh.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's gonna basically it's gonna negate Bill's trait that was getting an advantage on this guy.
He's gonna have to climb out and fix it. How hard can it be to fix
I'm
a wheel?
already
as we're
out. I'm
driving?
already out there, so might as well. I could be the
As
wheel.
I'm
I'm a
here.
ball. I'll just replace it.
Back to the park. Back to the park. I know Zippity has to get out of here shortly. So Zippity, do you want to take your action first?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to do more hacking if that's what people want. I mean, it worked quite well before.
Go for it.
Let's do it. I am gonna buy 2 dice.
Of course you are.
Well, I mean, we are getting towards the end here. I'm sorry. That's 5/5, not 6. All right. So I am gonna roll 4 dice. Set your difficulty here. Try to resist. Roll it. All right. So I got 3 successes. No. I do not have a program against that. Tactics, heavy weapons, agility, destruction. Nope. All right. Yeah, I rolled 2 successes. So your difficulty is 2 to try to hit this thing.
Difficulty of 2. Okay. That's doable. So let's just quickly check. I'm going to selfishly spend a momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And let's right and analyzing. So 8, 9, 10. So we're looking for 11s. An 8 and a 1. Yeah.
All right. So that's 3 successes. So you generate a momentum.
Excellent. See, pay him
and
away.
Roll your damage. Or sorry, your drain.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. Do quite well.
That's 1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5. Exactly 5. And this thing kind of like short circuits and collapses, we'll say.
Hey.
Nicely
Yes.
done.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And Viola and Flashover, you are at the device. What do you wish to do with it?
Viola's initial thought is to, if she saw the just essentially insert it and then it was a total unit, she would just think you can pull it out or maybe twist and pull and get the supercharger back out of it.
Yeah.
Twist and pull. Forget about
Yeah.
it.
So the seismic device is active. The battery pack is essentially inside. The only thing that you need to do is just deactivate the device so it doesn't blow up as you're removing the power source. So to do that, we'll say is a difficulty 2 analyzing task. You guys can go about that how you wish. There's 3 of you.
Analyzing, huh? I've got analyzing 3, 10 fear, so I'd have a 13 on that one.
Do Viola or Flashover have any better analyzing?
The same.
I'm gonna hold off. Well, I won't assist either in case there's something else I need to do.
All right, so I'll have Viola take the lead on this, and Saint, you can assist.
Okay.
I should probably spend a momentum to try to
You've got
increase
6
our
right now.
chances. So.
Mm-hmm.
So 5/5. You're gonna roll 3 dice.
Okay.
19, 19, 2. So the 2 is nice. That is a success. Now, do you have any programs that apply here? Probably not.
I don't know if jury rigging counts, but that's about the only thing I could think.
That's the opposite of jury rigging, I think. But Saint, your assist. You needed a success here.
Alrighty. Will insight work on this or team synergistics?
Probably team synergistics because you're trying to work on this together. Deactivate it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. There we go. I got it.
6. 2 successes. All right.
Nice.
Device is deactivated, and you do twist it, untwist it, and pull the power source out. This looks like it would fit right inside that bit on the car that is currently being driven. Flashover, what would you like to do? Anything else?
Well, unless there's, I mean, the device is deactivated, the robot's in retreat, so I'm gonna, is there anything on fire by any chance?
There's not anything on fire because the robot was taken down before it could
Damn it.
do that.
You could change that.
I want to turn in oh yeah, Chicago fire. Yeah, I want to really call emergency services in, but I can't think of a reason to do that. We're way far away from the race. We're not going to be able to plunk this into the hole.
Well, you're a couple of blocks away from the race.
Oh
Probably
God!
run there and see the.
I've got move of 1. I can't do that, but I'm gonna say go.
All right, back over to the race. Final leg. Before this leg even starts.
Oh no.
We have.
What's he doing now?
He said, "Oh,
nothing good."
There are the whole road is a giant ramp that launches you into the sky.
Perfect time to be standing outside on the top of the car, right?
You can catch me when we land.
So this is, this is actually not going to be an operating task. This is an analyzing task to make sure you can land without rupturing anything else on the vehicle. And because we are heading into the final straight after this, we are going to each roll our own tasks and not make these opposed.
Nice.
So I'm gonna roll one. So this is just to see if our car takes damage from landing off the ramp.
Analyzing, you say?
What is Big J's analyzing? Not great, I wouldn't imagine. He does still have driving, so there's 2. He is angry. No, I think it's pride at this point. Pride is consuming him. So I'm gonna roll 5/4. I'm gonna roll 1 extra die on this to make sure. Oh, by the way, this is difficulty 2 to land without causing damage to your car.
It'll be difficult. Okay, what we got? I might need 2 dice here. I've lost the advantage from you. I don't get the advantage from me, and I'm on 12s.
Take it.
Because I'm angry.
They disabled the machine. It's up to you now.
Yeah. You're out. So I'm gonna have to spend 2. I think.
There you go.
Is it? Well, that's 3, isn't it? If I go for 2 dice.
Yeah.
Yep. Spend the 3. Go for it.
Is that all right? Yeah.
100%.
Check your flag, man.
Right. So hopefully it will all go roll 20 and do everything at once. Oh Jesus!
Dueling 20s.
All right, so our 20s cancel each other out. I rolled 2 successes. You rolled 1 success.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I can propose the value sacrifice.
Definitely. I want to succeed at all costs. So.
So what? Do you have a value that doesn't really apply to this?
So does it come off emotions or protocol? Sorry.
So it's if you look under values.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I get you. Sorry. Yeah, the values.
So this is
I'm gonna lose. All machines deserve our respect. They don't anymore because this one clearly doesn't.
All right, that gets crossed off, and now you can re-roll any number of dice in your pool.
He is a dirty cheat. I think I'm re-rolling most of them, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll 3. So yeah.
Keep the 6.
It's got me 1 more success, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, fortunately,
but here's the thing: you didn't roll complication, and I did, so they don't cancel each other out. So not only do you succeed in not taking damage on your car, but I succeed and then take a damage on my car because of my my 20. So now my we'll say my front right is blown.
It's getting tense now, isn't it?
So the last part of the track is a gravel road. And we are basically still side by side, right? Still side by side.
Yeah.
So essentially, whoever wins this roll, whoever generates like most successes here wins the race. Okay. But because it's a gravel road, the difficulty of this is going to increase by 1 for each of us. So let's see how this works. I'm still going to set your difficulty. I'm going to buy 2 dice and roll 4 altogether.
I'm guessing we're back on operator now, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm livid now with just how dirty and cheating he is. So it's gonna go. I'm back on 14s. What have we got? I can buy 1 dice. I could potentially do the thing where you can have another die, can't I?
You could.
Do you know what?
Give me extra
Actually, I'm not gonna do it angry. I'm full of pride. I've got this. I know I've won. So I'm going to buy an additional. Is it worth buying 2 dice? Would that be a bit mental?
Yeah, buy the
Go
fear.
for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People are
Nice.
nodding. I'm going to buy 2 dice with fear and use the 1 to give me 5 die. Then I think
5 dice total. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
gonna go. So we're gonna be at 0/5 at the end of
Yeah.
this. Now, go ahead and roll your dice, and then I will tell the world what I rolled because this is awesome.
Oh,
Right. That. Don't worry about the 20. Don't worry about the 20. Because I've got discalculate, dissegulate. I think that is. Whenever you
Regulate.
attempt task using pride, you may buy, or if I buy any more D20s using threat, I may re-roll a single D20.
Oh my goodness!
Yes,
you can
that's
re-roll that.
fantastic.
I want to re-roll that single 20 that I rolled, if that's okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Just
Yes,
fear.
and that's another success.
There you go.
I'm on 14.
Awesome.
So,
So
and that that 4's a crit. So
I got 1 success and a
Ooh.
complication.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. Generate 5 momentum. You zoom past me as halfway through the bumpy course, my other front wheel gets blown.
I love it.
And as that explodes, you two rush by. Dorin, is there anything you'd like to do as you are rushing by?
Since I'm hanging off the kind of standing on the back of the car, I want to try lock eyes with Big J and flip him off as we race on by.
With all 3 arms.
With all
I was gonna
3
say, do you want
free
to use your
arms.
multi-arm advantage?
Every free arm I have is flipping him off as we pass off into the distance.
Right. So you guys cross the line. Big J follows a few seconds after you, and literally all the robots are cheering, throwing their flags in the air, and they're coming and they're tapping on you guys' car. And Big J gets out, and he's angry, and he's yelling. He's like, "What are you all cheering for them for?" And then they start booing him and whatnot. And Big J kind of like kicks the dirt and then walks off into the crowd.
I'm going to lift you out of the car you're out of the car and hold you in the air because you sort of got us there without you doing that. Well, I'd never got through it.
I'm going to have
Viola,
all my arms
Flashover.
pumping and cheering Rasputine, and get the whole crowd fired up cheering for you.
I love it.
And you and the rest of you show up with the device in hand, seeing these robots on your friends on top of the car, cheering with all people around them cheering, and you look up at them and at the device, and you guys gonna start cheering, or what do you want to do?
Can Saint see bad guys trying to slink away?
He's kind of walked off into the crowd, like they're all ignoring him. You can tell his pride is quite wounded.
Because he was basically going to hold up the device and go, lose something?
And he'd still scowl again and then try to run away.
He probably wonders where his earthquake
Looks
was.
over at Flash, says, Flash, you've been wanting to summon the authorities all day. I think maybe they would like to talk to him.
Oh, the car's on fire over here. I only know. I only know like how to summon the fire department.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call the fire department.
And
But
with
these guys are cross trained. They're what we call community officers. So they have guns too. So yeah.
And with that, we can call that the end of the Streets at Night.
Bravo!
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you, Al. Thank you. That was really good.